Hello everybody and welcome to another top 5 records video, and today I'm gonna do another comparison video. I'm gonna compare the Doors L.A. Woman. Which ones am I gonna compare? Now these three. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna compare a first Dutch pressing with a first UK pressing and a first US pressing with the 45 RPM Analogue Productions pressing. Now I'm gonna neatly put them down, and then I'm gonna start off with the Dutch pressing, which was actually the first pressing of this album I bought. Here we've got it. The first pressing does not have the beautiful yellow background, and the yellow background actually on the first UK and on the first US. This is see-through, and the inner sleeve is yellow, and you can see the inner sleeve through the thick cardboard from the outside. The Dutch one does not have that. It doesn't even have the same color. Does it have the same sound? No, it does not have the same sound. This is not a bad pressing, but it's not good either. It's not dynamic. It's not a very loud pressing. Not too much information, not too much dynamics, not a bit thinnish sound. I enjoyed it the first time I put it on, but it didn't quite catch my attention. Now, I'm going to compare it to the first UK, which is of course not the original first pressing because it's an American album. Here I have the first UK, and damn, this is a difference. Especially when heard after the first Dutch pressing, this first UK, it's powerful, it's warm, it's full, it has a very nice dynamic, it has a very nice information on the voice of Morrison. You hear him, though his voice may sometimes sound thin on certain moments, which I think has to do with the mixing of it. He is present, he's beautiful in the middle, and it's lively. I mean, the way it builds up. There's a very nice bass in there. The guitar, very nice. This is a pretty good pressing. Now I compared it to the first US Santa Monica pressing, and I read online a lot of people saying from the old pressings, or let's say from the 33 RPM pressings, the first US 1971 Santa Monica pressing is the best pressing, and it is a very good pressing. It's a very good pressing. But it does not hold up against the first UK, in my opinion. Both have the sense that they may. It's almost like they have the same mastering. Almost like they have the same mastering. But the first UK just sounds a little bit fuller, a little bit more dynamic, a little bit warmer. So, without ever having the idea that it could be the first US, because I always prefer the Doors in their American pressings, I favor this one above the first US Santa Monica. Seriously. Now, what do they do compared to the big gun? The Analogue Productions one. Well, I'm going to tell you. And this one, the Analogue Productions, let's be frank, LA Woman is a long album. It might have been a good idea at the beginning of it to press it on 2 albums, because it is a long album. Not too long, because it entertains completely, but it truly comes to life in this awesome Analogue Productions version. For me, this is by the Doors Analogue Productions versus their first US pressings, the clearest winner. This album needed to be on 2 pieces of vinyl. This is again one of my best sounding LPs in the collection, and one of the albums which convinced me that audiophile pressings can really add something extra. They don't always, not always, There are loads of examples in which I prefer a first pressing from the country in which it was produced. But this, I mean, it has so much more detail. It has so much dynamic. You hear so much more of the instruments, separation, and it's not just for the separation. Some people say, nah, it should sound like a whole. I understand that, and there are situations in which I agree. This sounds like a whole, but I just hear more. I hear a lot more going on, and this Analogue Productions pressing is, in my eyes, the best version around. If you want to go for a single disc, try the first UK or the first US, which is also incredibly good. I slightly prefer the first UK though, but if you really want to hear it the way I think it was intended, this is a mesmerizing pressing. Seriously. Now, that's my comparison. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below, and see you in another video.